In this video tutorial, we're going to have a look at how to do a dependent T test using Microsoft Excel. So as before, you need to open up your spreadsheet with the data in that you'd like to perform a dependent T test on. In this particular example, I've got some basketball team vertical jump scores. So in first column, I've got their jump scores before they undertook a plyometric training program, and I've got a column with their scores after. So importantly, for a dependent T test, each row indicates a pair of scores from the same person. Okay, so what we need to do then is, as usual, we need to click on the Data tab at the top of the page, and over on the far right hand side we click Data Analysis. This brings up our standard box, and from that we need to scroll down to where it says T test, and Excel calls a dependent T test a paired two sample for means. So that's the name of the test, so we click on that and then we click OK. Okay, in the pop-up box that you get here, again Microsoft Excel is just asking you some simple questions. The first thing it wants is the two columns of data. So in variable 1 range, click the little red arrow, highlight the data in the first column, push enter. And it takes you back to this screen. Then in variable 2, you need to put the other column of data. So again, same process again, click the little red arrow, highlight the column of data that you want to include, and then again press enter, or of course you can click the red arrow just on the pop-up box to take you back. Excel also asks for a hypothesized mean difference. To keep this simple, you can click in the box and just click 0. Don't worry about the labels option. Alpha is always 0.05, so we can leave that as it is. And then in the output options box, you've got a selection. You can either have it as a new worksheet, which means it'll appear down the bottom as a new worksheet. However, that wastes quite a lot of space. So you can just click output range, click the little red arrow, and again just highlight an area that you'd like the answer to appear in. Again, push enter, and then enter again. Okay, so now you've got your results table. Now there's a lot of information on this table, not all of which you really need to know. You've got the means of the two groups, which you could have calculated already, but it does it for you. You've got, for example, observation, so that one there just tells you that you had 10 subjects in total. The degrees of freedom in this case is 9, and the T statistic is minus 5.685. This is just some general information. What we really want to look at is we want to look at the p-values. Now you've got two p-values to choose from. You've got your p1-tailed and your p2-tailed. Now to see these a little bit easier, you can just expand one of the columns just by clicking and dragging at the top, and you can see what I mean. So you need to ask yourself whether or not you're running a 1-tailed or a 2-tailed t-test. If you don't know this, you should go and check over your notes. More often than not, we do select a 2-tailed test. So the answer to our t-test can be found here. One way of making it clear is once you select the right area of the table, it's just to use the fill function, or indeed just use a simple text highlight function. And by doing that, it just makes the answer stand out. So we can see in the end, for our t-test here, the p result was p equals 0.0003, which means it's significant. That's it.